in the middle of this Hispanic protest and these students out here. So him being a European and a professor, I'm going to tell you, I support a lot of what he is saying. I mean, you know, if you allow this system to come into your community and divide you and put one against the other one, put one Hispanic against the other one, to come in the black community and put one block against each other, or say one block some guns so they can kill up the next block. And if you allow this European man to come in and do this here the way they did us in Africa, I really don't have a problem with this video too much, brother. I want you to tell me what you think about it. Let's start it, and I'm going to narrate and talk there, and tell me what he said is wrong.
You're walking right up to me talking. I can't do it. I just kind of want to... Please. Do something. Because you're a tall guy in my face, and these people don't want me being in their face. Give me my glasses.
Oh, wait. What's your name?
What's your name?
Okay, now he's a professor here at Portland, Oregon, and I understood they was holding a protest, and he came out and walked right in the middle of them, and just listen to some of the things that he is saying. I'm not against what y'all are doing, but you got to do it in bigger numbers and be persistent about what he said. Okay, let's carry on, brother.
You're probably photographing.
Yes, I am fucking photographing.
Everyone just stopped like instigating and escalating this heated situation. What are you going to do? Everyone here is emotional. Just everyone. What are you doing with photographing? Hey.
This is public property. What are you doing?
This is my public property too. My images are on it.
You are allowed to be filmed. You're on.
Get out of my face or do something. People who look just like you and like you, they colonize. And Indians keep slaves too. Look at your sophisticated indigenous people. Mayans, Toltecs, Incans, they all kept slaves. They all fucking tortured. And
okay, so like you just heard him tell me, you know, all of them was at some point or other was a slave. So he's telling them that in so many words, it's so much that you have to do for yourself and then protect it. Let's go on with what the professor is saying.
Sacrifice institutionally. Wow. You're no fucking morally better than I am. It's just that I'm the dominant paradigm. If you want this country back, start a fucking war and take it back.
Like he said, if you want this country back, he told them to start a goddamn war and take it back. I support that 100%. But do that in your own community. Once you form your own community, then you protect it. I don't think that they're particular about coming and controlling your community. They don't control Chinatown here in Chicago. So let's continue, brother.
It's not how we have to do things.
Start a war. Get a gun. Shoot me first.
He said, get a gun and shoot me first if you all think y'all can take over.
I'm right here. Shoot me first. Instead of just being pussies and talking, do something.
Well, no, this is what we're doing right now.
That's why I stopped. I am proud of you for that. But to make something happen, you need lots of people to do an action and get hurt. Like when Native Americans took over Alabama.
And he told them right. If you want something done, get a whole lot of people together. And he said, do it right. You know, he wasn't against the little protest that they had out there. You know, he just went out there to talk to them about it. He said he agreed with what they was demanding, but do it in the right way. Let's continue.
Very, very brave. This is nice, but it's very small. Just realize how small.
You're in no point to tell us how to fucking live.
It's like he said. I mean, this is very brave, but do it in the best way. You know, and she's like the little white girl said. You can't tell us how to liberate out there. Okay, let's continue.
Liberate ourselves. Yeah, you're in no point to tell us how to liberate ourselves. You're the one who's oppressing us.
My country. Fucking move me.
Hey.
You know what?
Hey, I dropped it.
No, this is an aggressive tone. Okay.
See, the professor went out there and talked to them on their terms and talked the same type of talk that they understood, okay? So when I look at this here, you know, we're going to run it back and let him continue. I'm just narrating that that's the way he felt. He said, if you're going to do something, do it right, you know. Don't do it.
I'm feeling pretty threatened right now.
You're threatened, there are five of you.
Yes.
I can talk too.
What's your name?
No, you are touching me, so move back.
Mike, can you close the door?
Get away from my space!
You see what I mean? So one thing you give the old professor credit, he wasn't scared. He walked right in the middle of them by himself, and he was telling them, you know, he's not against the protest of what they were saying and asking for on the campus. But hey, you know, do it in bigger numbers and do it with sincerely, you know. If you want your neighborhood back, you take it back. Don't let us come in and control your neighborhood. And the professor, brother, is 100% right. I mean, look at the black community here in Chicago, how the Arabs and the Koreans, nail shops, and the flaming hots and cheese, and everybody can come in your neighborhood and control it. Because that's because you let them do it. So the professor said, if you let us come and divide you up in your neighborhood, hey, the same way with this damn country. He said, hey, you know, take it back. And he said, shoot him first. I have to agree with that, Professor.
Right. You're walking right up to me, tall guy. Kelsey, what are you talking about? I just kind of want to... Please. Do something.
And like he told him, he got in his face and told him, do something or either get the hell out of his face, you know. So one thing about it, brother, hey, he got courage to walk out there and confront him by himself. Now, I don't know why they want to fine for what he did, but he went out there and talked on that level. He didn't talk like no professor. You hearing? So I give this old devil cracker credit. You know, hey.
Because you're a tall guy in my face.
No.
Give me my glasses.
Whoa, you do not touch her. You do not touch her.
What's your name?
You do not touch her.
You're probably photographing.
Yes, I am fucking photographing it because you're being aggressive.
Instigating and escalating this heated situation.
What are you going to do with it?
Everyone here is emotional.
I'll do whatever I want to do.
And personally, I don't think he's being aggressive. I think he went out there and walked up to whoever was the head of this protest and began to tell them and find out why they there and what they were looking for. He told them, you don't have no objection for them protesting for what they thought was right. He said, but hey, do it right.
Because you're a tall guy in my face, and these people don't want me being in their face. Give me my glasses.
Whoa, what's your name? What's your name?
What's your name?
What's your name? I'm the one being
You're probably
aggressive.
photographing.
Yes, I am fucking photographing her because
Everyone
she's being
has stopped
aggressive.
like instigating and escalating this heated situation.
What are you going to do with it?
Everyone here is emotional. Just everyone can.
What are you doing with photographing?
Hey.
This is public property. What are you doing?
This is my public property too. My images are on it.
You are allowed to be filmed. You're on.
Get out of my face or do something. People who look just like you and like you, they colonize. And Indians keep slaves too. Look at your so sophisticated indigenous people. Mayans, Toltecs, Incans, they all kept slaves. They all fucking tortured and sacrificed institutionally. You're no fucking morally better than I am. It's just that I'm the dominant paradigm. If you want this country back,
You say he's the dominant paradigm.
That's not how we have to do things. We
Shut it, work. Get a gun. Shoot me first. I'm right here. Shoot me first. Instead of just being pussies and talking, do something.
Whoa. No, this is what we're doing right now.
That's why I stopped. I am proud of you for that. But to make something happen, you need lots of people to do an action and get hurt. Like when Native Americans took over Alcatraz. Very, very brave. This is nice, but it's very small. Just realize how small.
You're in no point to tell us how to fucking liberate ourselves. Yeah, you're in no point to tell us how to liberate ourselves. You're the one who's oppressing
my
us.
country. Fucking move me.
Hey.
You know what?
Hey, I dropped it.
No, this is an aggressive call. Okay.
Professor said, this is his effing country. If you want it, take it back.
No, you are touching me, so move back.
Mike.
Okay, brother, so what I'm doing here, I'm doing my comment back in the video, and I'm kind of narrating this video, so anybody that have a comment, they can either answer in the video or they can text message their comment, but I'm doing this here in the video, so brother, What do you think of this here? What did you learn from what this professor is saying? And you see the rise of the Aryan nation and all these things that are beginning to occur here in America. You begin to see Jim Crowism and Ku Klux Klan. You begin to see the federal government for what she is, and you are beginning to see or fear that this might come back to, like he said, if you want America back, start a war and take it. And like he said, kill me first. That is a very strong statement that the professor just made. He's made it clear. Kill me first. So what's your comment on this here? Does this signify the rise of the Aryan nation and the Ku Klux Klan? And do you see Jim Crowism beginning to come back into the picture in 2013? Do you see this as being a threat to the Hispanic and the African American communities? Do you see concentration camps building now? You see all the jails across the country are full. You see the Supermax penitentiary is full. You see them locking up our children, babies. A large amount of young black women are getting locked up now. Or do you see the same regime that Hitler did to the Jews? You most certainly do. I see it myself. And you begin to see a rebel against the federal government. You see how they shot down the judges and prosecutors, and you see a lot of white judges now resigning in fear of the Aryan nation and the Ku Klux Klan taking control again. And this is exactly what happened at the turn of the century when Jim Crowism came in and began to dominate. A lot of you young black folk don't know the history of this part, brother, because we don't teach them that part. Brother, why don't you help me do a video on Jim Crowism and show them how Jim Crowism came in and the federal government couldn't do anything about it at all. And that's just what you see him saying. And you see what just recently happened with the gun down of the judges and the federal prosecutors. You haven't heard anything else about that. You ain't heard CNN or Fox News or nowhere around the country. Have you seen them for arresting anybody that done that? Do you see the news media taking that up? No, because that's the rise of Jim Crowism and the rise of the Aryan nations and the rise of the Ku Klux Klan in 2013, brother. This is their year. They're coming after us. You better prepare to protect yourself, black man and black woman. These folks are not playing. They want America back. And this professor is a prime example of what he just told them. So what did you get from what this professor just told you? You saw it. What do you think he just told these young Hispanic out here protesting? Maybe you don't hear him clearly for what this professor is saying. I don't think you hear him clearly what he said, okay? I don't think you understand what the professor's saying. I know the old dumb Sambo don't understand what he's saying, but this professor said a whole lot. He is saying a whole lot to these little protesters out here, okay? And I just want you to let me know, what do you get out of what he is saying, have said to these young protesters? I don't think you quite get what he was saying. I really don't. I think you missed the boat on what he's saying. You see what I mean? So, especially black folks, because you know how ignorant we are, we don't understand no confrontation or conflict like this here, of what's said. Now, these are Hispanics that's protesting. So, you can imagine if he'd have walked up in the middle of a bunch of black folks. I don't know whether he looked like he'd had nerve to walk in the middle of anybody by himself. So, hey, I admire his courage. I really do. I just want to get a real understanding of what you think he meant. So let me run it just a little bit more before I